and for parents to start, or whether they're doing it already, continue to read to their children and encourage them to read, especially at a young age. And to our participants, I want to encourage you to continue reading and continue soaring. That's a whole lot of intelligent people that we have in this room today. They say that great readers make great writers. Great writers make great communicators. And great communicators make great persuaders. And great persuaders, guess what they make? They make good societies. And that is what we need in this world today, especially in Sierra Leone.
He continues say, parents them not for the allow them picking them for always then at social media for the wrong thing them. Where this is say, now one of the reasons them making well plenty picking them for the Society for Radio Democracy, me now Waniga Uja.
When we continue with the program, good morning, Salon. We come to you from 98.0, and congratulations to Afua Russell and International School for where they win the Jack Jones Foundation, their reading competition.
Well, as they congratulate the one and they say, Fla just sees this opportunity for congratulate to now, although I know they sympathize with yourself. Congratulations. Wanna go beat FC Salon.
But then be obvious still be for beat FC Salon. So like all the coaches them inside the game they beat there. Anyway, congratulations Lions and to the team coach John Kista and team for a very, very good performance. Definitely now they win the Premier League for this 2019. Well, to the business of the day this morning, we get the ACC commissioner at the studios again. 1 year in our office, 365 days. Now, in 10 minutes, you're able to summarize for what you don't do, the commission don't do under your administration. At the time you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Asma. You're always good. Bring me this engagement, a part of the promise to the people of Sierra Leone for bringing them along in the fight against corruption, and for periodically give opportunity for me from myself directly as the commissioner of the ACC. Even though my public relations team, they do a very good job in bringing the issues to them. 365 days don't go very fast, but as you're aware, we don't try for do a lot in that process. For try for take the fight against corruption to another level in line with the promise of the president, for declare war on corruption and for make a lead them fairly but fiercely. In that regard, in the past 1 year, we don't see an increase in cases going to court, an increase in investigation, an increase in the venom and tenacity of the ACC. We'd also apply three-pronged approaches to the fight against corruption instead of just relying on a court-led approach, whereby they use the three processes recognized under the UNCAC, the United Nations Convention on the Fight Against Corruption. We include, firstly, we get the judicial process, where we don't charge almost 49 cases to court. We get 49 cases pending before the courts right now as I speak to you. Also, we don't use the civil processes, whereby we recover assets and return them to the public for use. We also use the administrative approach, whereby we refer certain cases to various institutions then for able to take administrative steps and actions against institutions. Generally and all together, their approach they are geared towards ensuring that there is no room for corruption, and for squeeze the corruption space against them where we corrupt, so that we'll be able to produce maximum results as a regard. So generally, waiting on to happen over these years is really a collectivization of the fight against corruption, taking into consideration everything, and for help we for achieve we mandate with the under section 7, section 5 of the Anti-Corruption Act, and for reach the people of Sierra Leone in the fight against corruption.
Right, less than 10 minutes. Well, but now we look at the cases that we don't talk about, increase don't the cases and go court so far now 49 cases they be pending before court. Let we start from cases them where you meet now the courts now all included in this.
Yes, we get some pending cases. When I take over, one of the things we are doing now for engage the judiciary on the pending cases, will be get nearly 30 cases in court at the time when I become commissioner. we try for push, and we don't get a few of them where judgment don't count, but unfortunately some of them still are standing, and some of them as old as 8 years before even coming to office. So yes, then cases that they included in this docket will get in court.
So the one they were all as 8 years, someone then be still sees gets them passports, the ACC being get them passport. Let's take example the 50th anniversary matter. What's it on one of the oldest cases them within at the ACC. What's it happy to that case there?
Well, yes, that case is still pending, and I mean before the former Chief Justice, Justice Cham, and me and engage on them severally, and they try for see how he go able liaise with the current cadre of the judiciary for deliver that judgment day. But yes, the passport that still remain, the bail conditions still remain, the conditions remain constant. Nothing has changed. The only thing is with the try for push for making case, then they will get judgment on them.
1 year ago, and then they tell me say it's that particular matter they try for make the done now. What did they delay?
Well, like I tell you, and this is not something where the public need to understand. Even though I'm responsible for the health of the fight against corruption, issues of judicial decision making still left with the judiciary. All I can do as a person now for continue for put effort, for remind them, for engage them, and for try for see how we can do things speedily. But there's a limit to what I can do, and these cases are some of them which shows clearly that I cannot do everything. The things that within my own powers for swiftly investigate cases and charge them to court, for engage in making sure that we recover assets where necessary, for make sure that we swiftly refer to administrative action. They were the within the powers of the commissioner and the commission of the ACC. But apart from that, it really relies on what the judiciary can do, and we are still trying to get them to move as fast as we can, and probably for try for remove this backlog, because now because of that backlog we get up to 49 cases in court, and really there's a lot of cases when it comes to fight against corruption. Some of them by the time decision come, really the steam don't get out of the issues before the court.
So how then delay them from the courts they affect the fight against corruption?
Well, as you know, even though the public get a lot of faith in the Anti-Corruption Commission and what they do, but a lot of majority of the population still believes judicial decision making na the biggest deterrent. So for example, then they push me say, oh, commissioner